Even though Jontron started off as just a guy making comedic game reviews in his house, it turned into something much more than that. But what many people don't realize is that some of his older videos have gone missing through the years. To say Jontron is simply a popular YouTuber is quite the understatement. While yes, he has nowhere near the subscriber count of other big channels, what he does have that sets him apart from other creators is that most of his followers actually watch the videos he puts out. Now I know that may sound like a weird thing to say, but unlike many other YouTubers that have made videos for years, each one of his uploads still receive millions of views after all this time. One thing that many will point out as a great aspect of his channel is that it focuses on the quality, not the quantity of content. In an online landscape that more than ever rewards channels that spit out a video every day, there is often a month gap in between uploads for Jon, but his subscribers are more than willing to wait. Over the years, it has become clear that Jon has a penchant for unlisting older videos from his channel, so they cannot be seen by the public anymore. Whether it's because they aren't up to his quality standards or simply because they don't fit with his current content, there have been many examples of this occurring. Some of these videos that went missing before being rediscovered are 2 episodes of Gaming in the Public, where he talked to random passerbys about video games. The second one is notable for him trying to get people to sign a petition that said Heil Hitler on it.
Would you be willing to sign something like that?
Nah, sure, why not?
Alright, we're stopping Nintendo. Putting an end, crushing their regime! Did you see Heil Hitler?
Yes.
You're still signing it? It's a joke, bro! David is a king.
Dude, you just got
Put After Effects on him.
Bet you didn't see that one coming up.
Believe it or not, Jon also considered getting into serious reviews of modern games for a short period of time. The main example of this being his review of the James Bond GoldenEye remake for the Wii. This had much less comedy in it and was rather letting you know if you should purchase the game. One more example of a vid that went missing for a bit before fairly quickly being rediscovered was his list of the 10 most overrated games. Since this video was all about unpopular opinions, he received a decent amount of hate before removing the list.
So anyways, these are games that just don't live up to the praise they get to the current day. And okay, pitchfork wielders, just because a game's overrated doesn't mean it's a bad game.
While these videos and a few others were rediscovered fairly quickly, there was one Jontron video that would turn out to be much more difficult to discover from the depths of the World Wide Web. In 2012, the Jontron video Apples and Breaks had been removed from the channel. Like all the others, many started to ask around forums to see where they could watch it. But the thing is, unlike the other ones taken down, no one seemed to know where it could be found. So what was this video exactly about? Well, many who remembered watching it pieced together what they could recall. They told about how it started off with the classic Jontron intro before becoming distorted. Next it had Jon breaking down to the camera before revealing that he had broken his Nintendo DS. Things remained silent for 2 years, but in the beginning of 2014, the Jontron subreddit had gotten tired of waiting and started the hashtag #ReBreakTheApple to try to get Jon's attention, and it was a pretty big success with it trending on Twitter. Soon after, a fan asked him at a panel about the missing video, with him responding, "Oh boy, it's gonna follow me forever, isn't it?" I don't know how to answer your question. There are some of my old videos where I just didn't think they really fit on the channel anymore, so I just removed them. If there's that much of a demand for it, we'll see. I'll think about it, but thanks for the interest. Later that year during a charity stream, Jon promised to re-upload the sought-after episode if they raised $50,000 for the Teach for America Foundation. Unfortunately, the goal wasn't reached and the fans still didn't have Apples and Breaks. By 2015, all hope seemed to be lost, until a man that goes by Fitcha13 realized that he had this video burned on a DVD that he made years ago. After finding out that it was missing, he re-uploaded it for the world to see. After all these years, the fans could finally watch it again. Some thought this marked the end of the hunt for missing videos from Jon, but that turned out not to be the case. While all the videos from the Jontron channel were eventually discovered with the help of the persistent fan base, people start to go back even further and realize that there may be some other missing content. These videos were made well before the days of his current online persona, so the search was back on. With some simple sleuthing, fans were able to find a Newgrounds page where Jon had created an animated series. He made these in the height of the website's popularity, and they revolved around onions. These onion-themed videos aren't actually that surprising when you realize another name Jon has gone by in the past is the Onion King. With this online handle, it appears he had made a few different accounts, including a Yahoo Answers profile where he was seeking advice for some family problems he was having at the age of 19. The account that I want to focus on today, though, is the YouTube channel. Before Jontron, this was the account that he used to make videos, but unlike the Newgrounds and Yahoo Answers pages, content that used to be on this channel is not there anymore. These videos were taken down years ago, with little being known about them. The page on the Lost Media Wiki for these videos reads, "Following Jon's move to his more popular channel, he privatized all but 2 of his videos on his old channel. The existence of his Tales of Super Jon videos was confirmed in a video made by TheGamerFromMars." Hey, wait a minute, that's me. Ever since I made that Internet Hall of Fame showing the footage of the Tales of Super Jon, I've gotten tons of emails, tweets, and comments asking me where I found it. I've ignored these messages up until now, but I figured this would be the best time to explain the story behind the Tales of Super Jon videos. This story starts in 2010 when I first subscribed to Jontron. I think at the time he only had 7,000 subscribers, and right from the start I was a huge fan of his videos. When him and Peanut Butter Gamer started up the Normal Boots forums, I was one of the first people to sign up, and even though I was probably a cringy teenager at the time, I was pretty active on there. The reason I bring all this up is because on those forums someone posted Jon's old channel, and I was able to check it out when there was 3 videos of interest on it. 2 of these videos which I found fascinating were the Tales of Super Jon episodes, which just had him sitting in front of a camera like I am right now.
Right before my eyes lay a gaping hole, creativity and imagination. At this point, I looked the entire people of the world in the eye and said in a loud, thundering voice, "Prepare for a new age of Super Jon and possibly communism."
Of course, the tales that he came up with in these videos weren't actually, real, but rather just comedic stories that he invented. Shortly after that forum post, the videos were quickly privated, but I was able to get the 2 Super Jon videos before they were taken down.
I vividly remember holding her steaming, decapitated head as it frothed at the mouth in my arms. Super Jon never cries.
As for that 3rd video of interest, well, unfortunately my video downloader at the time wouldn't let me grab it, so that one is still privated and missing. The best I can do is tell you the details I remember from 6 years ago, but they're pretty iffy. First of all, it had Jon and a friend of his dancing around and lip-syncing a song that sounded like it came from the 1940s. In it, they pranced around and used random objects as pretend musical instruments, and that's about all I can remember. If you want to see these 3 videos, I suggest taking it up with Jontron, since I'm pretty sure he has the ability to make them all public again. It really could be that he simply doesn't want these videos seen, but the other possibility is that he simply hasn't bothered re-releasing them. As for me releasing the 2 I have, well, I would love to, but unfortunately because of the position I'm in, it's not really legal for me to do that, so the best I can do is show clips that fall under fair use. I'm well aware that the other missing videos were published by third parties, but unfortunately I'm a public figure and I try not to do anything illegal that could get me sued. It's funny because I myself forgot about owning these videos until I started working on the Internet Hall of Fame about Jontron. Then it dawned on me that these would be perfect. I think this all goes to show that even though a video is missing online, it doesn't necessarily mean it's gone for good. I'm sure there are others like me that have what are assumed to be lost videos stored in their computers somewhere. I think that's why I find these internet mysteries so fascinating. A lot of things are assumed to be fake if they're not online, but that's not always the case. Well, this video turned out a little bit differently than they usually do, but I just have to end it by saying until next time, thank you for watching.